This is why your kingdom spouse has been delaying. It's something big. Archangel Michael says, "Listen carefully, child of God, for I bring a message that has been waiting for you." Many of you have been praying, seeking, and longing for your kingdom spouse. Your heart cries for the union that God has promised you, yet time seems to move slowly, and patience has been tested. I am Archangel Michael, the protector and messenger, and I will reveal to you why the timing has been delayed and why it is something much bigger than you realize. First, understand this: the delay is not denial. It is not rejection. Your kingdom spouse exists, but the alignment of both your destinies has not yet fully matured. There are forces at work that you cannot see, but they are working to prepare you for the glory of your union. Many of you have experienced disappointments in relationships, betrayals, and heartbreaks. These experiences were not in vain. They are refining you, polishing your spirit like a gem until it shines with the brilliance that your kingdom spouse will recognize. I am here to tell you that every delay is a divine calibration. God is orchestrating the perfect timing, and what you see as waiting is actually preparation. Do not despise the waiting, for it is in this season that your character is being formed. Patience, humility, and understanding are being woven into your heart. Your kingdom spouse is not just someone to walk with, they are a mirror of your soul, a reflection of the purpose that God has set for your life. If either of you were to meet before the timing was ready, the union would not carry the power, the anointing, or the divine purpose it is meant to have. The delay may also be due to spiritual warfare. There are forces that seek to prevent divine unions, to sow confusion, fear, and doubt. They whisper lies: "You will never find your spouse," or "It is too late." Reject these whispers. You are protected by the authority given to you through Christ. I, Michael, stand as a shield against these attacks, and you are never alone in this journey. Another reason for the delay is divine alignment of purpose. Both you and your kingdom spouse are being positioned in your respective callings. Sometimes, God waits until both destinies are fully prepared, so that when you meet, your union is not only for companionship but for impact. You will accomplish miracles together. Your household will be a vessel of God's glory. The delay ensures that the timing maximizes the anointing of your union. I see many of you struggling with doubt. You wonder if you will ever meet this person, or if you have missed your chance. Hear me now: doubt is the enemy of faith. Trust in God's timing. Trust in His wisdom. Trust that He sees the bigger picture that you cannot. Every delay is a sign that something monumental is being set up. Your waiting is not wasted, it is sacred. Your prayers are being answered, even when the answers seem delayed. God is speaking in ways that are subtle, guiding you, shaping circumstances, and preparing both hearts for the sacred encounter. Do not force things. Do not settle for less than what God has ordained. Divine timing is perfect, and it will arrive like a river bursting through the banks at exactly the right moment. Now, let me reveal the most important truth. Your kingdom spouse is being prepared to meet you in fullness. If you are waiting, know that they are also being refined. Perhaps they are learning patience, humility, or forgiveness. Perhaps they are being healed from past wounds, just as you are being healed. When two prepared hearts meet, the result is not merely love, it is divine power. I want you to release fear, anxiety, and frustration. These emotions cloud your spirit and delay manifestation. Replace them with faith, hope, and expectation. Speak blessings over your life, over your future spouse, and over your eventual union. The spiritual atmosphere around you responds to your declarations. Every word of faith you speak brings you closer to the encounter you have been longing for. Understand this: your kingdom spouse is a gift, not a project. You do not need to chase or manipulate the timing. Your role is to remain faithful, grow in your purpose, and remain steadfast in your devotion to God. When both hearts are ready, God will bring you together in a way that surpasses imagination. And here is the final word for today: the delay you are experiencing is something big. It is a divine strategy, a sacred preparation, and a spiritual setup for a union that will shake the heavens. Do not despair. Remain vigilant, keep your heart pure, and trust that your kingdom spouse is closer than you think. Remember always, the timing of God is never late. It is always perfect. And when the moment arrives, you will see that every delay was a necessary part of the divine plan. I am Archangel Michael, and I am watching over you. Keep your faith strong, and know that the best is yet to come. And one day, you will meet your kingdom spouse, and it will be more glorious than you ever imagined. Archangel Michael says, "Child of God, listen closely, for there is more you must understand about why your kingdom spouse has been delayed. This delay is not punishment, it is protection. There are souls that come into our lives too early, and while their presence may feel comforting, the timing is not yet right. God sees what we cannot. He knows the readiness of hearts and the alignment of destinies. You must understand that your kingdom spouse is meant to complement your life, not complicate it. Every trial, every season of waiting, is shaping you into someone capable of handling the blessings that will come with this union. Imagine a seed being planted in soil. It does not immediately blossom. The soil must be prepared, watered, and given sunlight. Similarly, your heart and your future spouse's heart are being prepared for growth, resilience, and fruitfulness. I see many of you worrying about missed opportunities. You think, what if they meet someone else, or am I losing my chance? Hear me clearly. God's hand is over this union. No one else can take your place. Your kingdom spouse is divinely appointed, and the same is true for them. No earthly circumstance, no distance, and no misunderstanding can prevent the ordained meeting. Now, pay attention to this. The waiting period is also a season of alignment with your calling. Your life's purpose must intersect with your spouse's at the perfect moment. Often, you are being called to grow in your gifts, talents, and spiritual authority so that when your kingdom spouse enters your life, your union becomes a source of impact, influence, and inspiration for many. This is not merely about companionship, it is about destiny. Many of you have been praying fervently, asking for clarity and guidance. Continue to do so, for your prayers are heard. But understand this, God does not only want to give you the answer, He wants to cultivate your discernment. He wants you to learn to recognize His voice, to trust in His plan, and to remain steadfast in faith. This is why some of you have felt delayed, because God is teaching you patience, refinement, and trust. I also want to reveal that your kingdom spouse may be going through struggles of their own. Perhaps they are learning forgiveness, releasing past pain, or overcoming fear. When two prepared hearts meet, the union is not simply emotional, it is spiritual. It is a partnership of purpose. The delay is allowing both of you to heal, grow, and reach the fullness of the calling that God has planned for your lives. Do not be discouraged by signs of stagnation or seasons of waiting. These are necessary pauses orchestrated by divine timing. Like a river that must carve its path through stone, your life is being shaped into something strong and resilient. When your kingdom spouse appears, you will see the perfection in the timing. I urge you to focus on your own spiritual growth. Pray, meditate, and strengthen your relationship with God. Read the Word, declare blessings over your life, and remain in a state of expectancy. These actions will align your energy, attract your kingdom spouse, and prepare you for the sacred union. There are also spiritual attacks that may try to divert your focus. Fear, doubt, and impatience are weapons of the enemy. Do not give them power. Stand firm in faith. Call upon the name of the Lord and ask for protection. I, Michael, stand beside you, cutting off every assignment that seeks to delay or corrupt this divine union. Consider this. Your kingdom spouse is not just a partner, they are a divine assignment. Together, you will fulfill purposes that you cannot accomplish alone. The delay is part of the preparation, ensuring that when you meet, you are both ready to walk in full authority, influence, and love. I want to tell you now, there are signs you may begin to notice soon. Pay attention to dreams, unusual coincidences, and divine encounters. God often gives glimpses of what is coming. These signs are confirmations that your prayers are working, and your kingdom spouse is drawing closer, even if you cannot see them yet. You may ask, Archangel Michael, how much longer must I wait? I say to you, wait with expectancy, not frustration. Trust that God's timing is perfect. Every day, week, and month of waiting is a divine setup for something monumental. The moment of your union will be so profound that you will understand the purpose of every delay. The waiting also teaches you discernment. Many have encountered relationships that seemed right but were not. Through patience, your eyes are open to distinguish between what is temporary and what is eternal. Your kingdom spouse will be unmistakable because of the alignment of hearts, purposes, and divine favor. Here is an essential truth: while waiting, do not focus on loneliness. Focus on growth. Focus on prayer. Focus on the manifestation of your destiny. When your kingdom spouse appears, the union will not fill a void, it will enhance the life you have been cultivating. Your union will be a blessing, a source of light, and a testimony of God's faithfulness. I also reveal to you that preparation is twofold, spiritual and emotional. You are being prepared to love fully, forgive freely, and serve faithfully. Your kingdom spouse is also being prepared to do the same. This synchronization is why delays are so crucial. God desires that when two hearts meet, there is no lingering baggage, no unresolved pain, only readiness for a holy partnership. Remember this always: God sees your heart, your intentions, and your prayers. He is moving mountains, shifting circumstances, and orchestrating events that you cannot yet understand. Trust in the divine process. The waiting is sacred, intentional, and powerful. And one final message for today: the delay you experience is a sign of something monumental approaching. Your kingdom spouse is being prepared, your destiny is unfolding, and the union is coming at the perfect time. Stay vigilant, remain faithful, and rejoice in expectation. Archangel Michael says, "Child of God, there is more you must understand about the delay of your kingdom spouse." Many of you have felt restless, unsure, and even impatient. Yet, these feelings are part of the refining process. Patience is not simply waiting, it is how you conduct yourself while waiting. Your attitude, your faith, and your actions during this season are shaping the quality of the union you will experience. I see many of you trying to rush the process, attempting to force circumstances or align situations unnaturally. Know this: forcing divine timing brings confusion, pain, and setbacks. Your kingdom spouse will come to you in God's perfect timing, not according to your schedule. Your role now is to remain steadfast, to continue growing, and to trust that every delay carries divine significance. The spiritual atmosphere around you responds to your thoughts, prayers, and declarations. Speak life over your future spouse. Pray for their protection, their growth, and their readiness. When you bless them from afar, you are already participating in the preparation of your union. Remember, your kingdom spouse is also praying for you, seeking guidance, healing, and readiness. The connection is already established spiritually, even before it manifests physically. There is also a lesson in discernment to be learned. Many of you have encountered relationships that were distractions, people who seemed promising but were not aligned with your destiny. The delays are God's way of protecting you from unions that would not fulfill His purpose. Trust that nothing is wasted. Every experience teaches you wisdom, shapes your character, and prepares you for the right partnership. I want you to understand the importance of spiritual alignment. Your kingdom spouse is being prepared not only for love but for impact. When you meet, the two of you will have a combined purpose greater than either of you alone. Together, you will carry influence, healing, and blessings that will affect others. This is why the timing is so crucial. Premature meetings cannot carry the weight of divine purpose. Many of you are asking, how can I prepare while waiting? Listen carefully, preparation is multifaceted. First, grow in your relationship with God. Spend time in prayer, meditation, and reading the Word. Strengthen your spiritual foundation. Second, cultivate emotional maturity. Let go of past hurts, forgive those who have wronged you, and embrace self-love. Third, pursue your personal and professional calling. Be the person God has created you to be, fully equipped to step into the life you are destined to share with your kingdom spouse. Do not underestimate the power of the unseen. The spiritual realm is active, orchestrating events that will bring you together. Angels, including myself, are working behind the scenes, clearing obstacles, and paving the path for your meeting. Sometimes, these movements are subtle, appearing as coincidences, signs, or unexpected opportunities. Be alert and open to these divine nudges. Fear not the distance, child of God. Your kingdom spouse may be far away, in another city, country, or even continent. Physical separation is not a barrier for the divine. Spiritual connections transcend time and space. Your hearts are already intertwined on a spiritual level. Trust that the moment of physical meeting will be divinely orchestrated, and it will be unmistakable. There is also a matter of readiness that I must emphasize. You cannot meet halfway spiritually. If one heart is fully prepared while the other is not, the encounter will not achieve its divine purpose. Both hearts must be ready, both spirits aligned, and both destinies in place. This is why delays often feel long. They are meant to ensure that when your paths cross, nothing is lacking, no unresolved pain, no lingering fear, no spiritual imbalance. I see some of you worrying about age, circumstance, or timing in life. I tell you now, God's timing is perfect. Do not allow earthly measures to cloud your faith. The right person, in the right time, will come. When they arrive, everything about the meeting will feel divinely orchestrated. The timing, the circumstances, the environment, and the readiness of both hearts. Another reason for the delay is the removal of obstacles. Many times, unseen spiritual blocks prevent the meeting of destined partners. These may be rooted in past generational patterns, curses, or spiritual interference. But fear not, for the hand of God is at work, breaking chains, lifting burdens, and ensuring that the path to your kingdom spouse is clear. Child of God, do not grow weary. The waiting season is a sacred time of refinement. It is where you develop the virtues that will make your union holy, powerful, and impactful. Trust that everything that feels delayed is intentional. Your kingdom spouse is being prepared just as diligently as you are. When two ready hearts meet, they will recognize one another immediately, and nothing will be able to separate them. Pay attention to the signs I give you, dreams that feel vivid, sudden clarity, encounters that feel divinely orchestrated. These are whispers from the spiritual realm, confirming that your prayers are effective and your union is being prepared. Do not dismiss these signs. They are a testimony that divine timing is moving in your favor. Understand this truth above all: your kingdom spouse is a gift from God, a fulfillment of promises, and a companion for divine purpose. The delays, trials, and waiting periods are all part of the sacred design. When you meet, your hearts will resonate, your spirits will recognize one another, and your union will reflect the glory of God's plan. Archangel Michael says, "Child of God, there are many lessons to be learned during this season of waiting. I want you to hear this clearly: your kingdom spouse is not simply someone to bring companionship. They are a divine partner, placed by God to help fulfill your calling and to walk with you in destiny. The union is sacred, and therefore, it requires sacred preparation. Consider the examples of the faithful in Scripture. Isaac and Rebekah did not meet until the timing was perfect. Joseph waited years before meeting Mary, the mother of your Lord. David waited for Abigail, Ruth waited for Boaz, and Jacob worked 14 years before marrying Rachel. In every case, the delay was not denial, it was preparation. The waiting ensured that when the union came, it carried divine purpose, blessing, and fulfillment. Understand that your story follows the same divine principle. I see many of you struggling with impatience. Your heart cries out, "Why is it taking so long?" Yet, I tell you this: God is not slow. He is perfect in His timing. The universe itself bends to His plan. Every delay, every season of apparent stagnation, is an intentional act of divine orchestration. What you see as waiting is actually a sacred setup for your miracle. During this waiting season, focus on 3 areas: heart, mind, and spirit. First, the heart. Release any bitterness, fear, or resentment from past relationships. Forgive those who have hurt you, including yourself. Love and openness in your heart prepare the energy that attracts your kingdom spouse. The union will reflect the love you carry within. Second, the mind. Guard your thoughts. Every negative thought, doubt, or worry blocks the flow of divine timing. Speak life, positivity, and faith over your circumstances. Remember that what you declare in faith has spiritual power. Your words and beliefs are shaping the reality that is coming to you. Third, the Spirit. Strengthen your connection to God. Pray, meditate, and seek guidance. Your spiritual alignment ensures that when your kingdom spouse appears, you meet as two souls fully equipped to walk in destiny together. Your spirit must be prepared to recognize and embrace the one God has chosen for you. Many of you may have wondered if your kingdom spouse is praying for you as well. I tell you now, yes, they are. Often, two hearts are being prepared simultaneously, in different places, for the perfect alignment. God is shaping them as meticulously as He is shaping you. When the time comes, it will not be by chance, it will be by divine design. I also reveal that patience is more than waiting, it is active preparation. While you wait, continue to build your life. Pursue your calling, deepen your faith, and embrace joy in your current season. Do not let the waiting period define you as incomplete. Instead, let it shape you into someone whole, vibrant, and ready to receive the fullness of the union. The enemy will try to whisper lies. You are too late, they have moved on, this will never happen. Reject these lies with faith. You have authority over doubt. Stand firm, child of God. Your kingdom spouse cannot be stopped by any earthly circumstance or spiritual interference. The union is protected, ordained, and unstoppable when it is time. There are signs you may notice as you continue to wait. These signs may come as dreams that linger in your mind, sudden encounters, or unexplainable feelings of peace and guidance. These are confirmations from the spiritual realm. They are proof that the path is being paved and the encounter is being prepared. Pay attention, trust them, and rejoice in the evidence that your prayers are working. Do not underestimate the power of preparation in solitude. Some of you fear that being alone means missing your chance. I tell you now, alone does not mean abandoned. It means being groomed, refined, and equipped. It is a time to learn the lessons that will make your future union fruitful and holy. Celebrate this season, for it is shaping you into someone extraordinary, ready to receive and give love in abundance. Your kingdom spouse is also undergoing preparation. Perhaps they are learning to trust, to forgive, to heal, or to love more deeply. Often, the greatest delays happen because one or both hearts are still learning the lessons necessary for a sacred union. Be patient, for these lessons are essential. When two prepared hearts meet, the love will be pure, the connection will be immediate, and the purpose will be undeniable. I also reveal that spiritual warfare often surrounds these unions. Forces that wish to prevent divine connections work tirelessly to distract, discourage, or delay. But fear not. I, Archangel Michael, am a protector and warrior. I stand guard over your union. I remove obstacles, shatter chains, and ensure that when the timing is right, nothing can prevent your meeting. You are safe, child of God. Focus on what you can do, grow, prepare, and bless. Pray for your future spouse. Pray for wisdom, guidance, and readiness. Speak declarations of faith over your life. The words you release carry weight in the spiritual realm, attracting your kingdom spouse and aligning circumstances in divine favor. Remember this: your waiting season is sacred. Every delay, every moment of longing, is part of God's perfect orchestration. When you finally meet, it will be undeniable. Your hearts will recognize one another instantly. Your spirits will align perfectly, and the union will be far greater than anything you could have imagined.